evening to everyone, and welcome to Alumni Meet. This is, I think, while the session gonna start, I will take 2 minutes. Uh, I believe that everyone has a story. I'm sure that there are 200 people out there. Someone has a fascinating story. Someone would have a failed story, but at the end, whatever story you have, right, it could create some impact on the living, right? So we're gonna start. I think I would start with mine and then definitely followed by Preeti and others, right? I gonna invite. Uh, so mine is emotional, and yes, there is an impact because what I believe that impact is important. The moment you start putting in impact, it start impacting the livings, right? And that's what matters. So so this is, I think, I would say ज्ञान थोड़ा सा हिंदी हम use करेंगे. Entrepreneurship, while it's a fancy word, right, कि हाँ कुछ start करना है, but at the end it requires a lot of determination, lot of commitment, and बहुत sweat जाता है. Basically, you have to compromise a lot. As an entrepreneur, for you, it doesn't matter कि मेरा Saturday क्या है, Sunday क्या है. It takes your full bandwidth. It takes your family commitments. It takes out a lot of time to build. So I would say that entrepreneurship, when you start a company, it's like your baby, right? I'm sure that in this meet, 75 to 80% people would be married, right? Would have kids. The way we grow our kids, it's like that, right? This is how you grow your company. You grow your kid. So a lot of sweat goes there, and I think these are the basic hygiene which one should follow. So I think I would call it out some 2 or 3. Determination is very important, right? What you're solving should impact. You should be really knowing the reason why. Sorry, now it's fine because now I'm more comfortable because I can move. I hope I'm audible to all of you. So while we were discussing what are the important traits. So when you start, it's really important you should be knowing what is why. What are you solving? Are you going to solve some industry? Are you going to solve some problem? If you have a problem and solving for it, I would say you would be doing the right things, right? So that's my story. My name is Mohit Rajpal. As most of you know, I work with EKA. I work as a founding member. We started this company 4 years back, and if I look at my journey, I've been into travel for more than 15 years. So I work with companies like Goibibo, Makemytrip, etc., and never thought that I gonna ever start or work for a company which is into healthcare, right? Healthcare, we started in 2021 with the aim that how do we digitize this industry? And let me be honest, we are the same team who did Arogya Setu for the country. And Vikalp Sani is the man behind, who is the CEO of the company, right? I happened to join him in 2021 with Deepak Tuli, who is the ex-co-founder of Goibibo, right? We all started this company. And long story short, like I said that, yes, there is a vision in this country. We can see, we can shop, we can do quick commerce, everything we can do online, right? But health tech is still not yet digitized, which we are working hard with doctors and on a patient side. So to just give you summary, right? Today I have an app. Let's say I'm sure that many of you do trading, right? I can go check my shares health, like how it's moving. Similar way, let's say if I have to check what happened to me 6 months back, can I see my health records? Can I see my health trends? For that, EKA Care is the answer. So that means we are creating some impact in the industry. Similar way, on the doctor side, what we are doing, we are ensuring that, yes, with the closely working with Indian government, we are creating health IDs. So what is the aim of health IDs? So today we all have an Aadhaar card, basically my identity. But similar way, on the health side, do I have some identity? If I go from hospital A to B, how a hospital B would get to know what happened to me 6 months back? For that, health ID is important. I'm sure that the moment the regulation changes, government makes it mandatory for us, it will be a UPI movement. And today, we have come so far. We have close to 15 million downloads on our app. There are 35,000 doctors working with us. And we are the #1 private player in the country who have created more than 4 CR health IDs. So these are the kind of atmosphere we build, and I'm sure we're gonna go further. My story on the, shutting down to still survive. So I happen to be a co-founder of Mytaxiindia in 2015, right? Why it fascinates me, and I see that what is the impact we created. I had a fancy job in Middle East. I was a country head for Musafir, and my wife was 7 months pregnant when I happened to start this journey with 2 of the other founders as a co-founder. The business was that, yes, there is a Ola Uber, they are doing intra-city, and we should do intercity. That means if somebody is going from Delhi to Agra, they should not pay for 2-way, they should pay for 1-way. So that was a thought, but yes, every thought should have a tech angle into it. So we thought that, okay, we will build a global distribution system where all the taxi operators would come in and they can bid for a 1-way fare. And एक ड्राइवर को क्या चाहिए पैसा, और वो जाने के लिए तो तैयार है, उसको दूसरा कोई वापसी का सवारी मिलेगा. So I think this is a business model we cracked. We could raise close to $1.5 million from the Japanese company, right? And in 2017, we stuck. And I think this is the face of every company, that you get stuck. Because at the end, you need money, you need right technology. And yes, the market was changing. And if I remember correctly, in 2016, Ola and Uber also jumped into outstation. They started budging on it. And since it was a high intensive business and which required a lot of money, we had issues like we could not crack in terms of funding, right? And I remember there was an event. If you see some pictures, this is a RISE event. And I remember that we had 9 to 10 lakhs in the bank, like 1 month away to slow down, to pay salaries, etc. And I was fighting with my board that I have to go and, push Mytaxiindia in this model, which required 5 lakhs. That means you have 9 lakhs, and out of 9 lakhs, you want to spend 5 lakhs, despite you have 20 employees working for you, and you have to pay salaries. I said that, okay, the worst is behind us. If we don't crack this, we are anyways gonna lose the game, right? With a lot of fights, we happened to present Mytaxiindia at RISE. I was pitching with my other founders, and this is where, we won this award, and we could raise money also where the company could survive for another year. So that's a moment, I always get goosebumps. Like, this was really a changing moment. And what is the learning I get it? Yes, we could create an impact to other livings who are working with us. But what I take the learning for myself is, you should be very visionary. You should be clear what you want to do, right? Don't be pushy where the people are there to push you to next level, etc. You should be keep pushing yourself when you do right things. So that's about Mytaxiindia, from shutting down to on a survival mode. So this is venture Vismora, right? So it has a story behind it. So being into travel for a long and spending 4 years now in healthcare, we have seen that travel has changed post-COVID, right? And being a travel guy who have worked throughout for more than 15, 16 years, I always had a thought, discussing with my wife that yes, we should have a company in travel. That I used to keep pushing her that she should do. And the thought was in mind that yes, we should not compete with big players like Makemytrip, Yatra, etc. But again, only the solely earner with 2 kids always find challenges like, you need a right face, you need a right partner who can come and work along with you on your thought process, right? So this is where the Vismora born in. I got my nephew who is for Vismora, right? So joining in me along with my wife. So Vismora is in the market doing the business on visas. So basically it does visa simplification through AI, right? So this is the story about Vismora and myself, and I wish all of you a best of luck, and expect a lot of wishes from all of you so that we keep proceeding and keep solving things. Thank you so much.